Experiences division amid consumer uncertainty. There's the challenge of revitalizing key franchises in the film division, which is reckoning with a weaker box office as well as declining profitability.
So they're just going to find more ways to get money elsewhere because, surprise, surprise, not as many people are willing to spend thousands of dollars at their theme parks, as well as all the reboots and new movies coming out not being nearly as good as what they used to be. And we got another comment from you guys very similar to what I said at the beginning of the video. What companies don't realize is that if nobody has a job, nobody will have money to pay for their products and services, and then see their profits severely drop. Really hit the nail on the head there. I just don't know what the end goal is. It's not like their stock prices and profits can consistently increase every year forever. Something has to give.
I've not been able to find a full-time job in over 2.5 years, and I got another rejection last week after a great job interview, and I just have no more motivation anymore. This week,
you think it's a good ass interview? That's how I always be. They always sauce you up. Oh my God, we're gonna hit you soon right after. No, they don't do none of that shit. They gonna go right to they gonna put your shit in the system and be like, oh, sorry, we consider other candidates. Man, these jobs be lying, gang. I don't trust none of these jobs, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You been there 30 years. They always let your ass go.
It just feels like such a slap in the face, and it's so difficult to regroup yourself and go back to starting at square one after having your hopes so high and thinking you're finally gonna get that job.
I've been unemployed for 2 years now, had 5 great interviews in the past 2 months for 4 different jobs. I still got rejected, engineering degree by the way. And then there's a lot of comments like this, it's time to find a field outside of your current qualification, time to switch careers, it saved me. But I feel like that's easier said than done now. If you don't have every qualification that they're asking for on a job listing, including most likely a good amount of experience, they're immediately going to throw your application in the trash.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, if you don't already got the experience, like 2-3 years, that's why I'd be like, man, college is a good experience and shit, but sometimes it could be a scam too, because it's like, bro, you get the degrees, right? And then you still need more experience after you get the degree. Wasn't the purpose of going to school? Ain't that the experience, my nigga? But shit, I guess, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. That's why I say this world is just made for you to go in a cycle. 9 to 5, work, pay bills, work, pay bills. It's just a demonic ass cycle, man. That's why you gotta break this shit, bro. And shout out to my boy Sim. We starting this Chosen One podcast, and we gonna talk about all this Matrix ass shit. We gonna talk about it.
There honestly is no winning right now.
Prolonged unemployment is happening to more and more people, and the negative effects need to be studied. I speak to people on a daily basis who've been fired from their jobs, and many of them are depressed.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lack of self-worth.
Oh, yeah.
They question their abilities. They're scared for the future. And these are people that were just fired. So now imagine somebody who's 24 months unemployed. Rejection after rejection. I can only imagine the negative toll, both physically and mentally, on them.
The people be putting their whole identity into these jobs. That's why you have to tap in with your purpose, bro, because these jobs don't care about none of that shit you going through, gang. Man, you could be homeless. If you lose a job, you can go homeless. Do you think they gonna give a fuck? Hell no. They gonna still hire the next motherfucker and use them as a slave. And it goes on and on and on. That's how the world works. There's workers and then there's creators. If you're not a creator, nigga, you're gonna be poor as fuck. Again, you're gonna stay in the matrix. If you're not a creator, you're going to be poor. Like, it's really that simple. It's that simple.
I will go on LinkedIn and I will see people posting, literally begging for jobs. People in their 50s and 60s who burned through all of their savings, and they're begging for a position.
That's sad.
And I don't think it's going to get any better.
Most employers are not speaking to you if you're not currently employed. Got laid off in 2025. I've applied to over 800 jobs.
Damn.
It's exhausting. 8 months of unemployment and I've been rejected from McDonald's, a restaurant I worked at prior, and Target. I have a master's degree, no savings left, and days from being evicted. But now we can switch over to some of the younger generation just getting into this mess of a job market while they're in a whole ton of debt because of student loans.
Why did I go to school, get a bachelor's degree, do internships, and get work experience just to not get hired? Like, what was the point of doing everything right if it doesn't even lead to anything?
Right.
I feel like I did everything that I was supposed to do, and it still didn't work.
Right.
Competition is so high, it's
nuts. For real, bruh. For real. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You need to start that damn business. Y'all better stop sleeping, bro. Y'all better start that damn business. Motherfuckers be thinking this shit a joke. It's tough out here, gang. People didn't tell us this when we was getting older, like, bro, like, You know how when you youngest, you like, bro, I can't wait to be grown as hell. Like, bro, I can't wait to have my own shit. I can't wait to have my own money, my own. Then you start seeing how the world really is. You be like, damn, bro. Bill after bill after bill. I'll be like, looking at my account like,
And me with a master's degree working an entry-level job. A lot of the degrees that were supposed to be very lucrative a decade ago just aren't the case anymore.
It's
If
not,
you went
bro.
through all 4 years of college, racking up debt each year for one of those majors, you are not in a good position whatsoever right now, especially when we start seeing clips like this.
New research shows when it comes to layoffs, employers are firing the youngest members of their staff first.
Damn.
The study shows 1 in 6 bosses are hesitating to hire recent college graduates, and more than half of them fired a recent college graduate this year, and it gets
It's
worse.
sad, gang.
Many bosses say they plan to avoid hiring recent grads altogether.
Like what? Like that's weird. Like what? The world is. That's how you know the world finna end. Like the whole point of getting your degree is so you can get a better job. Like they're like now the world like you're getting a degree to do. That's what I'm saying. There's no point in going to school then. There's no point really for real. Because it's like, what's the point if you just, man, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand what, United States is fried, bro. That's why I'm finna move to a whole different country, nigga. For real. Y'all let me know where I need to move to, gang.
Sure. The reasons span from performance issues to a lack of motivation as to why those hires aren't working out.
It's a combination of things that they grew up in a remote environment, remote learning, and in remote internships.
And they trying to make up reasons why they firing people. Man, that's some bullshit.
Too. Many of them have never actually worked in a real world setting.
And some college students agree with that. They argue that the study failed to consider why they're struggling in the workplace, many saying the biggest reasons, the social barriers and lost time created by the pandemic.
But it's not like these kids had a choice. They didn't all decide that, you know what, I'm just going to sit in my room and learn from my laptop. And now because they were stuck in that situation, they're not getting hired. So what's the point of college? A remote environment. I went to school for 18 years, bro. I mean, it's a good point there. Even if you were stuck in your house for a couple years at the end of high school or even partially during college, it's not like you were cooped up for your entire life.
Apparently everyone's thinking about quitting, but no one's brave enough to say it. That's what a new Gallup poll just found. More than half of U.S. workers are hunting for a new job or at least keeping an eye out for a better one. Gallup found only 1 in 3 people feel motivated at work, and for the first time in the analytics firm's history, it says more people are struggling in life than thriving, even college-educated and young employees who are new to working. The harsh reality is most people can't leave. Pay, benefits, or finding an equivalent role keeps them stuck. So if you're quietly planning your exit, feel restless or burned out, you're part of a very crowded club.
That definitely hurts morale as well. But even with all these examples we've seen so far, I've seen a couple clips that are a little out of touch, especially with what a lot of people are going through right now.
Okay, so I saw a job opening today because I still get emails from LinkedIn. I'm signed up somehow, and I get emails to me about people hiring, jobs that are open. And I always keep my eyes open if a phenomenal opportunity comes around, because of course I'm going to take it if it's like amazing and it checks off all my boxes or like majority of my boxes. Today there was one. It was on site, so it was not listed as hybrid. So 5 days, guys. The max it was paying was $80,000. What I personally, no, like I made it, that is not worth it. Tax that. That you're not taking home $80,000, okay? So let's say for $68,000, it is not worth my time, my life, everything about me to be in an office 9 to 5, Monday to Friday for $68,000.
What was the point of posting this in the first place?
Well,
even if you truly believe this, just keep it to yourself.
Exactly.
I swear, people think
and then they think posting it is like, I understand you want to express yourself, but you're not making it even better. Like, you could talk your opinion, but if you start talking shit about companies, other employers, like I said, these motherfuckers got TikTok and all this shit too. They can see that shit. Oh, that's the one girl talking shit. We definitely not gonna hire her stupid ass.
have to share every single thought to the entire world
for
now.
real.
Going over to the comments, the first one just says, read the room. Is this rage bait? Because that's almost $40 an hour. And a lot of people go into the office every single day for $20. $80,000 would be a dream for me as a teacher. I promise someone would gladly take the $80,000 salary and will most likely outperform you. I really wouldn't doubt that that position would already be filled right now. I've been an ICU nurse for 10 years and I don't even make $80,000.
Damn, like, and you know, nurses are supposed to to make that bag. They saving lives and they not even making the bag no more for real. That's what I'm saying. Like the YouTubers, the streamers, we making more money than everybody, gang. That's why I'm in this lane. Not because of the money, because I love to do this shit. But I'm telling you, like, man, that degree shit, yeah, you can get a degree, you might get a good job, but hey, at the end of the day, you never gonna be secure at no damn corporate job, 9 to 5. Like at the end of the day, if they chop your ass, what you gonna do? Y'all comment below, what you gonna do? You gonna start selling ass? That's what you gonna do? You gonna start selling drugs? The same shit niggas been doing since what? Since fucking the beginning of the universe? Like, bro, it's time to get this internet money. Y'all tweaking. Y'all not on this YouTube shit, this TikTok. If y'all not trying to make no passive income, no brand, like y'all slow. I'm telling y'all, like by 2040, nigga, if you don't got no business or nothing, like if you haven't started grinding now, you probably not gonna make it, gang. All right, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Like you not gonna make it, bro.
These videos give me the ick, trying to make it seem like $80,000 or $100,000
that's
salary
better
is
than
not
half
good when
a
the
lot of
average
people.
U.S. salary is $66,000 before taxes. Location is a factor, but in most cases, it's a good salary. And saying this when people are getting laid off is tone deaf. Exactly. I just don't understand why this was uploaded in the first place.
Yeah, she's still making money. Like she complaining, like she still got a job, bitch.
Terrible the job landscape is right now.
60% of Americans should be bracing for a layoff, as that is what companies are saying in the US. They plan on laying off. 60% of them plan on doing layoffs in 2026 amid the shifting. Never in my lifetime have I seen where 60% of companies in the United States plan on laying off. How about you? Do you remember that? I certainly don't.
I got a $150,000 buyout offer at UPS. I've been there 31 years. This is crazy.
31 years, bro. That's why you be seeing these niggas be 75 years old still in the warehouse. Like, bro, that shit motivate me so hard to do what I do now. That's why people don't understand, bro. That shit be depressing, bro. You be at the work gig and you be seeing these niggas old as fuck. Like, nigga, you supposed to be with your wife at the crib, man, with your feet curled up, man, watching you some old ass shows or something, bro. Like, I don't know, bro, but it's like, bro, there's 70-year-old men and women working jobs, bro. Like, bro, that's not normal, gang. Y'all think that shit normal? That shit ain't normal, nigga.
Adults will be moving back to their parents' house, a recession or a depression. My job let 1,000 people go last week, and we're a very big company. Now, every example of a mass layoff that we've seen in the past few months have virtually all been blamed on AI. But we could take a look at this next clip, which makes a very good point.
You're being conned right now. These mass layoffs that everyone is saying is because of AI, they're not. What they're doing is they're resetting the job market so that all of you start accepting roles and jobs at salaries that you would have previously laughed at. This is not a technology issue. This is a greed issue. And while, yeah, sure, AI is taking some jobs from some people, that is not what's happening here at a wide scale, right? They are doing this and they are making people go back to the office in the hopes that they'll quit. And they're doing it so they cut costs, which is going to help their stock prices go up and their exec pay packages go up. And it's going to signal to investors that they are investing in AI and getting efficient gains and all of that so that they look like they're, on the up and up with AI. And guess what? When they actually need humans again, guess who they're going to call? They're going to call you, but this time they're going to offer you probably maybe half the salary that you had when you left. And you're going to have been unemployed for so long that you're going to take it.
Hell yeah, because some people just need some money. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's like selling your soul, bro. Like, that's what I said, working a job or working for somebody else is selling your soul, because it's like, if you need the money, you going to do whatever. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why some people will do whatever for some money. And it's like, bro, God know that, like, he know your heart. That's why you got to go to him and pray and talk to him and be like, you know what, God, I hate my job. Like, please bless me with a purpose or a vision to get me out my 9 to 5, bro. Because, man, bro, people who chosen, who not chosen, bro. There's a lot of people who is sleep, gang. They really sleep, like mentally sleep, spiritually sleep, emotionally sleep. It's a lot of sleep people in this world, gang. And you not woke. If you not chosen, you not gonna see shit how you supposed to see it, bro, because you sleep, nigga. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why these old niggas be at the job, because they sleep, gang. They don't know nothing else. Our ancestors don't know nothing else. They sleep, gang.
Desperate, okay?
They sleep.
So in a world where basically the cost of living is skyrocketing, maybe doubling, you are about to get half of your pay. And that is the future of work that no one's talking about.
Now, I definitely think it's a little bit of both, because taking a look at the date that this was uploaded, it was at the end of 2025, and just since then, we've heard even more advancements in AI. So I do think more and more jobs are being taken away by it, but maybe not nearly as much as you actually think. Another comment from you guys here. I'm a software engineer. Almost all of the layoffs from AI are lies, either cutoffs or relocations to India or South America. Now, I do see some random clips here and there on social media of some crazy ways that companies are cutting down on their workers. I mean, right here, we have an Amazon drone dropping off a package instead of a person. At least to me, how necessary is this? And going over to the comments, there's really going to be no jobs in a couple years. Walmart drone delivery is faster. I didn't even know Walmart had these as well. I don't know, the future is not looking too great. But we are seeing some examples of these companies who went all in on AI regretting that same decision.
Salesforce regrets firing 4,000 people after replacing them with AI. So back in September 2025, Salesforce CEO went on a podcast and said he cut his support team by 4,000 people because, quote, I need less heads. AI was going to handle it. And that their almighty agent force was the future. Fast forward about 3 months to December 2025, Salesforce is pulling back from its heavy reliance on large language models after encountering reliability issues that have shaken executives' confidence. The company is shifting its AI strategy towards more of a rule-based deterministic automation. And it's not just about Salesforce. Researchers from Forrester found that 55% of employers now regret laying off staff because of AI. And companies everywhere are jumping the gun. They're seeing AI handle simple tasks and getting excited. And they're making massive people decisions before the technology is actually ready for complex real-world problems. Even Salesforce, their own benchmark study showed their AI only resolved around 35% of multi-step conversations successfully. That's basically failing 2 out of 3 complex interactions.
Imagine if you were at your job and messed up 2/3 of the time. What do you think would happen? Of course you get canned. But with the AI craze, it being the future, everybody just jumps on the bandwagon, and now you're dealing with the consequences. And we got another comment from you guys here. Remember these stories when the companies give you that we are a family BS.
They sure do be doing that. When you do the orientation, we're a family, we support everybody, want everybody to win, and they start cutting you and firing you. These jobs ain't nothing, bro. Catch me doing videos.
But we're going to finish off this video with another problem that I'm seeing on social media, especially if you're looking up anything to do with the job market, the layoffs. Like I've said many times on this channel, it feels like everybody's trying to squeeze every penny out of you.
I quit my job and accepted a fully remote position back in October, and I want to come on here and talk about job sites that I did have good luck with and job sites that I did not have good luck with.
Just quit my job and landed a fully remote position in November. So let me talk to you about job searching sites, the ones that I had good luck with and the ones that I didn't.
You guys, that sucks. That sucks. I think it's really sucky. Both of those seemed like they were just...
sucks. I think it's pretty sucky. These white girls is funny as fuck.
organic, like sharing their personal experience, how it's just so surprising because LinkedIn is usually my go-to and blah, blah, blah. It's interesting that somehow you're all getting away with not disclosing the fact that these are ads. These remote job boards, like obviously, I'm sure if you go into their bio, there's a link in their bio, and there is a fee to use those job boards. Surprised? I'm surprised that you're getting away with this. I wonder how many more ads, videos I'm gonna see of somebody casually using this exact same script.
And this is just getting more and more common in almost every niche you could think of. And going over to the comments section, undisclosed ads are not talked about enough. And another article, nothing feels authentic anymore because everything is an ad. But that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now.
Y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. Roll to 1K. Let's get it.